The surprising news came on a morning in late August. The Vermont Yankee nuclear power plant in Vernon, just across the river from Hinsdale, would shut down sometime in early 2014. One of the nation's early nuclear power plants, Yankee has been for more than 40 years, a political, social, economic, and cultural touchstone. But love it or hate it, it has been a big part of our region.
I think our first reaction with Vermont Yankee was we were all wondering if this was a hoax. We saw this email come in from out of the blue saying that Vermont Yankee is going to close, and with all that's gone on in the past 10 years, it was, how could this be true?
Yeah, I think, it was a lot of shock and disbelief. It's been such a big story and been so divisive. It was almost kind of disappointing in a way because it's been such a juggernaut for us over the years, and now there's this notion that we're not going to have it anymore. So I think that was kind of part of it as well.
What was your reaction, Megan?
Probably disbelief at first because you just didn't know if it was a hoax or what it was. And then once it was verified, my next thought as a journalist was like, what can we do with this? Because there was just so many different angles we could take with it. And I mean, each of us took a piece of it. I ended up taking the economic impact, the impact in the energy grid, and then tracking down a family a couple weeks after that worked there and how it was going to impact them. And I know you guys had other pieces too that we just kind of made it all a package.
As soon as we found out the news, I actually went out to those towns. I went to Vernon, to Hinsdale, and the reaction you get in those towns, I think, is very different than some of the reactions that you get, like, say, in Keene, because people there are so directly affected by the closing of Vermont Yankee. They have different stories to tell. They have stories about friends and family that work there and how it's going to affect them so directly. Whereas in some of the, I think, the outer towns like Keene, you get more of a, boy, I'm kind of glad this is closing because this is what we've been fighting for so long. The reactions were very, very mixed.